Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's crucial for both your health and your wallet: eating healthy to improve your financial position. We are Unity of Consciousness, where we help you to achieve personal and spiritual growth. Why are we interested in your well-being in general? There is positive correlation of great health and well-being into greater physical and mental performance. There are many articles, including one from Corporate Health. If one suffers from ill health, the performance will be reduced. It will lead into you focusing all your energy to improve physical health once you are unwell, and it will leave less time to focus into more achievements in life, including personal and spiritual growth. We are living in exceptional times nowadays. There is large mass of population that have been sleep-induced and have given away their power and the freedom of action. We should admit that this has happened in mutual agreement. We are intelligent beings, and as such, we have knowingly and willingly given away our freedoms. Yes, we were deceived, however. We are intelligent beings, and we have to use our brain. Now, many of us are now recognizing the gravity of the situation we've created and are beginning to take action to address the serious trouble we're in. So, it is time for you, me, and all of us to act. Back to improving health. We often hear that eating healthy is expensive, but the reality is that it can actually save you money in the long run while enhancing your overall well-being. We have discussed general tips how to save money in the first part. We have discussed the benefits of eating organic, non-GMO, and pesticide and chemical-free foods in part 2. In part 3, we will expand these even more regarding some more chemicals like arsenic and aluminium. We will turn our head into the pantry with your non-stick pans. First, we will talk about the arsenic in the water. Arsenic, a naturally occurring element, can be a silent and dangerous contaminant in water and food, particularly rice. Its presence in drinking water and rice poses a significant public health risk, with chronic exposure leading to various health issues, including cancer, cardiovascular diseases, and developmental problems in children. Sources and impact. Arsenic contamination in water typically arises from natural geological processes, industrial activities, and agricultural runoff. Regions such as Bangladesh, India, and parts of the United States are particularly affected. In rice, arsenic accumulates due to its growth in water-flooded conditions, which enhances the uptake of arsenic from soil and water. The health impact of arsenic is profound. Long-term exposure to high levels of arsenic can cause skin lesions, cardiovascular diseases, and several forms of cancer, including skin, bladder, and lung cancer. Moreover, it can impair cognitive development in children and reduce immune function, making populations exposed to arsenic more susceptible to various diseases. Solutions. 1. Water treatment and filtration. Implementing effective water treatment solutions is crucial. Technologies such as reverse osmosis, ion exchange, and adsorption filters using activated alumina or granular ferric hydroxide can significantly reduce arsenic levels in drinking water. Community-based water filtration systems and point-of-use filters for households can provide immediate relief in affected areas. 2. Agricultural practices. Changing rice cultivation methods can help reduce arsenic uptake. Practices such as intermittent flooding, where rice paddies are not continuously submerged, can lower arsenic levels in rice. Additionally, breeding and cultivating rice varieties that are less prone to arsenic accumulation can provide a long-term solution. 3. Dietary diversification. Encouraging a diversified diet can help reduce arsenic exposure. Consuming a variety of grains and not relying solely on rice as a staple food can minimize arsenic intake. Educating communities about the risks and alternative dietary options is essential. 4. Regular monitoring and policy implementation. Governments and health organizations should conduct regular monitoring of water and food supplies to ensure they meet safety standards. Implementing and enforcing regulations on permissible arsenic levels in water and food can protect public health. 5. Treating rice with arsenic. There is an ample number of people consumers, food specialists, and medical specialists to treat rice with water. Cleaning and rinsing rice with plenty of water or boil it in water and change the water after a couple of minutes. There is plenty of information on internet on how to do this. However, there will be still arsenic leftovers. This will be information that will empower you to make an informed decision whether to use rice after you treated the rice, and if you are okay to still use arsenic. According to Miguel A. Lurena and European Food Safety Authority, thoroughly washing the rice, rinsing 6 times, before cooking can remove between 10% and 30% of the arsenic. Cooking the rice with plenty of water, 1:6 ratio, and discarding the leftover water can remove around 30 to 45% of the arsenic. 6. Alternatives to rice. There are alternative food to rice as per Maish MD, such as buckwheat, millet, polenta, grits, amaranth. Addressing arsenic contamination in water and rice requires a multifaceted approach involving technological innovation, agricultural adaptation, public education, and robust policy measures. By taking these steps, we can mitigate the health risks posed by arsenic and safeguard vulnerable populations. Aluminum exposure, air, food, and cooking appliances. Aluminum, a common metal, is ubiquitous in our environment, present in the air, food, and everyday cooking appliances. While generally considered safe in small amounts, excessive exposure can pose health risks. Sources and impact. Air. Aluminum can be released into the air from industrial processes, such as mining and manufacturing, as well as from vehicle emissions. Inhalation of aluminum particles can contribute to respiratory issues and may have neurological effects over prolonged exposure. Chemtrails weather. Manipulation. This has been a hot and controversial topic for a long time. However, now Weather Bureau and weather manipulation authorities are accepting that the weather is manipulated. It is in the news now stating that they will produce clouds to emit sun rays back to space to lower the temperatures of Earth. They have been in coy mode to disclose what materials they are using. There has been an overwhelming pushback to disclose the risks of aluminium. Listen to the conversation of Robert Kennedy Jr. and Dane Wigington in the link below. It is not a secret anymore. There is a lot of information that is being suppressed regarding this topic. There is a video of a scientist that tested aluminium in the soil. It says that from 2013, the aluminium in our soil has been alarmingly increased since there should be no aluminium in the soil via raining. From 13,100 mcg, and in Mount Shasta in America, where it should be pristine, there is 61,000 mcg per liter of rain in 8,000 feet. This is the result of chemtrail with this neurotoxin element. Food. Aluminium is found in various food items, either naturally or through additives or soil absorption. Processed foods, baking powders, and certain food colorings may contain aluminium compounds. Additionally, acidic foods cooked or stored in aluminium containers can absorb higher levels of the metal. Cooking appliances. Many cooking utensils, pots, and pans are made from aluminium due to its excellent heat conductivity and affordability. Also, one element that is found in every kitchen is the aluminium foil. However, when these appliances are used frequently, especially with acidic or salty foods, aluminium can leach into the food, increasing dietary intake. Further sources of aluminium are water supplies, baking powder, medications, deodorants, vaccines, according to Dr. Eric Berg. Health risks. Chronic exposure to high levels of aluminium has been associated with neurological disorders, including Alzheimer's disease, and may affect bone health and kidney function. While the body can excrete small amounts of aluminium, overexposure can overwhelm the detoxification processes. According to Dr. Eric Berg, further neurotoxin illnesses are countered, such as autism, bone diseases. Solutions. 1. Air quality control. Reducing industrial emissions through stricter regulations and adopting cleaner technologies can decrease aluminium levels in the air. Planting more trees and maintaining green spaces can also help absorb airborne particles. 2. Dietary adjustments. Limiting the intake of processed foods and choosing fresh, organic produce can reduce dietary aluminium exposure. Avoiding food additives containing aluminum and using alternatives, such as aluminium-free baking powder, is also beneficial. 3. Cooking practices. Using stainless steel, glass, or ceramic cookware instead of aluminium can significantly reduce exposure. Addressing aluminium exposure requires a comprehensive approach, combining regulatory measures, personal choices, and public awareness to protect health and well-being. Personally, I would get rid of aluminium cooking appliances since everything else contains in excessive amounts. Also, during cooking process either via heat exchange or chemical exchange, there will be even more aluminium in the food. Watch Warren Phillips in the video below to teach you which appliances to cook safely, please. The dangers of non-stick pans. PFOS and PFAS in food and cooking appliances. Per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, PFAS, including perfluorooctanosulfonic acid, PFOS, and perfluorooctanoic acid, PFOA, are chemicals commonly found in non-stick cookware, such as Teflon-coated pans. Dubbed forever chemicals because they do not break down in the environment or the human body, PFAS pose significant health risks. These chemicals have been linked to cancers, thyroid disease, altered sex hormone levels, reduced kidney function, and lower birth weight in babies, although a direct causal relationship has not been definitively proven. Health risks of PFAS. When non-stick cookware is heated to high temperatures, PFAS can leach into the food, leading to ingestion. Chronic exposure to these chemicals can accumulate in the body over time. PFAS exposure has been associated with various adverse health effects, including liver damage, immune system disruption, developmental issues in fetuses and infants, and potential carcinogenic effects. Environmental impact. PFAS contamination is a growing environmental concern. These chemicals can leach into soil and water sources from manufacturing processes, landfill leachate, and household products. A study led by engineering professor Dennis O'Carroll highlights that Australia's limits on acceptable PFOA in drinking water are significantly higher than those in the US, Canada, and the European Union. This discrepancy raises questions about the environmental burden posed by PFAS and the adequacy of current regulatory measures. Solutions. 1. Switch to alternative cookware. Using stainless steel, cast iron, glass, or ceramic cookware can significantly reduce PFAS exposure. These materials do not contain PFAS and are safe for cooking at high temperatures. Again, watch Warren Phillips' video below is the link. 2. Regular monitoring and regulation. Governments should enforce stricter regulations on PFAS limits in drinking water and consumer products. Regular monitoring of water sources and household products is crucial to ensure safety standards are met. For instance, while surface and groundwater are typically filtered before becoming drinking water, routine PFAS testing should be mandatory to protect public health. 3. Public awareness and education. Educating consumers about the risks associated with PFAS in non-stick cookware and other household items is vital. Encouraging the use of PFAS-free products and proper disposal of PFAS-containing items can help reduce environmental contamination. 4. International collaboration. Countries should work together to phase out PFAS use, as seen with New Zealand's plan to ban PFAS and the European Union's efforts to restrict these chemicals. Collaborative efforts can lead to the development of safer alternatives and more effective regulatory frameworks. Addressing the dangers of PFAS requires a comprehensive approach that includes transitioning to safer cookware, implementing stringent regulations, and raising public awareness. By taking these steps, we can mitigate the health risks associated with PFAS and protect both human health and the environment. So far, we have discussed the benefits of eating organic, non-GMO, and pesticide and chemical-free foods in Part 2. In Part 3, we will expand these even more regarding some more chemicals like arsenic and aluminium. We will turn our head into the pantry with your non-stick pans. Next, we'll talk about shampoo and cosmetics, clothing and plastics in your food. If you found these tips helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more educational and inspirational content to help you achieve personal and spiritual growth. Achieving a better life, healthier and financially healthy, will allow you to achieve faster and more effective personal and spiritual growth.